It's JD here again, and I just screwed up a live Facebook Live a moment ago because I was pressing the wrong buttons on the screen, and I am an idiot. But this was the image that I was trying to show before about going fishing where the fish swim. This is a car dealership, and it's inside a shopping centre. This is inside Robina Town Shopping Centre, and it's just fabulous. This particular business has decided to stop asking people to come to their car dealership and basically go where people are. And they've set up a shop inside a major shopping centre. And I wanted to show you some other pictures here. It's just very, very clever. I was very impressed with it. So when you're walking through the mall of the shopping centre, there on your right hand side in about the middle of this particular photo, you'll see that's Frizzell's car dealership. And I'll just take you inside the shop. Okay, so when you walk in, it is a gigantic car dealership inside a shopping centre. It is just knockout, absolute knockout. And I walked in and I said to the guy, because I was very interested in this whole concept, I said to him, look, how's it going? He said, incredible, absolutely incredible. He said, people are just pouring in here because obviously we've taken a car dealership to where the actual people are. And I just thought that was absolutely fabulous. What a great idea. I'll bring it back because I screwed up before, but John Dwyer is my name. I own a business called the instituteofwow.com, and I kicked off a Facebook Live a moment ago, but completely screwed it up because I pressed the wrong buttons and I turned upside down. There you go, what an idiot. I own a business called the Institute of Wow. What it does is that it helps business owners do exactly what you just saw in that example, and that is go fishing where the fish swim. And so many of us in business, of course, these days have been, I guess, guilty of spraying bullets. I used to do that by going around and running seminars around the country, showing people how to wow factor up their marketing. I was an idiot, a complete and utter moron I was, because guess what? Every time I ran one of those events in Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane or the Gold Coast, I'd have to spend $7,000 or $8,000 or $9,000 on Facebook to get maybe 50 to 80 people in the room, business owners, and then I'd have to spend $2,000 or $3,000 on the seminar room and maybe coffee and tea and biscuits. It could be a $10,000, $12,000 investment. Now, they were always successful and we made good money out of them because the break-even point wasn't that hard. However, I don't need to do that these days. I just do this. I just do Facebook Live. And the example that I can give you that might encourage you to start doing this as well, because you may as well have your own TV show, is last Wednesday night. I decided to get serious about this Facebook Live thing and hold what would normally have been a webinar, but it was a Facebook Live 90-minute sort of presentation. And I showcased all of the direct response components that we have in terms of our marketing programs. And of course, I plugged my programs throughout. Guess what? Within 2 days, we had $77,000 worth of orders. Like nuts, crazy. And if I had done that out in a seminar environment, well, that's fine, but I would have had to have paid $10,000 or $11,000, $12,000 to get people on seats and hire the hotel room and all that sort of stuff. Last Wednesday night, free, absolutely free. This thing here called Facebook Live is free. So if you're not doing it, then you should seriously think about it because it is absolutely free. And I've decided that, yes, there might be the odd occasion that we do seminars again, but this is so much easier. You just bang, press the button, and you put the show on, and people from wherever they are around the country can watch it, and if they get bored, they can leave. Okay, please don't leave yet. Or if they like what they see, of course, they can get more. And speaking of that, my blatant plug is that if you're interested in getting some help with your marketing and you need someone to help act as a guardian angel, if you like, to put together a marketing plan for you, then you can book a call with myself or one of my team by just going to bookawowcall.com. So the Institute of Wow, W-O-W, so therefore if you wanted to talk to any of us about helping you with your marketing, if you own a business, bookawowcall.com. No use to you if you don't own a business, obviously it's for people who own a business. I thought I might show you this thing about fishing where the fish swim. Not only did the car dealership in Robina impress me, but it brought to mind Facebook advertising. The great thing with Facebook and Instagram advertising, and now LinkedIn, by the way, I don't know whether you know, but LinkedIn now has an advertising platform pretty much identical to Facebook and Instagram, which means that if you have been unsuccessful with advertising on LinkedIn previously, and we had, because it was a slow burn, you can fasten up that burn these days because LinkedIn has just announced that they have an advertising platform very similar to the other channels, right? And they have to sooner or later. What I thought I'd do is show you how you can go fishing with the likes of Facebook and go fishing where the fish are. We have a client, I'm just looking on my computer screen here so I can turn it around for you. We have a client who is in the water filtration business. and they used to put ads on Facebook and get no results because they actually put pictures of water filtration units. Not real sexy. That was not exactly a Baywatch photo, okay? So we got involved and said, did he want to get out of the way? And the answer was yes, because Facebook was not making any money for him. And we said, well, let us run the Facebook ads for you. And what I'll do, if I can press this damn thing properly, I'm going to swap around to my screen, and you'll see here the Facebook ads that we put together for him. Up the top of the screen there, you'll see a lot of copy. And the reason for the lot of copy, by the way, is don't get caught up with some of these young social media gurus who will tell you, look, keep it quick. No, if you are going to pay per click, if you're going to pay for people to click your ad, the last thing you want them to do is go through to your landing page and not be a warm prospect, because you've just paid a bucket of money for a bad prospect. You don't want to pay for bad prospects. So this area up here above your graphic or above your video, you want to make sure that you're pre-qualifying people there. So you'll see here, I've written the copy in such a way that it's a little bit melodramatic. All of my friends and relatives will tell you that I'm never melodramatic. I never make a big deal out of things, okay? You're in an airport lounge watching this now, and the person next to you is going, who is screaming on that Facebook Live? Put it away. Okay, so you'll see the copy is very dramatic. A shocking statistic, a Macquarie University study has found that Sydney families are being exposed to high levels of copper and lead contamination in their tap water. Parents are justifiably concerned given this contaminated tap water is used, wait for it, for morning coffee, but baby formula. Wow, that is going to hit a nerve with most mums and dads. Our water filtration company is launching a new reverse osmosis miracle tap water filter system, and therefore we're interested to get the opinion of people like you, okay? Hence this 60-second Facebook survey where you're invited to answer just 5 easy questions for the chance to win one of these $3,000 state-of-the-art tap water filtration systems. Now let me show you the graphic on that. That lady is pretty scared. And you'll see there, fact, 95% of Sydney homes' tap water contains herbicides, lead, pesticide, wait for it, mercury and arsenic. Can you believe that? And then we say, just answer these 5 easy questions and you're in the chance to win one of these $3,000 under your sink filtration systems. Now, here's the big thing. Let me just show you what happens is that when they click that ad, so we've pre-qualified them as a warm prospect because we've told them all about things. They click it and they go through to a landing page. And that landing page there, you'll see, is the happy family because they've got healthy water. The other lady was not looking particularly happy. So win an incredible tap water filtration system for your home and look happy just like those people. And you'll see before we ask them for their details, as in name, email and phone number, we actually put them through the survey questions. And here it is. Question 1. You'll notice we're backing them into the corner, so if they're going to be a good parent, they should be buying one of these systems off us. Is the health and well-being of your family the highest priority in your life? Well, hopefully they click yes. Have you at any time been concerned about the purity of your home's tap water? Well, I think they should tick yes. Number 3, have you periodically noticed that the taste of your tap water is not as crisp and clean as the water from sealed bottles like Mount Franklin? Of course, yes. And then we say to them, oh, by the way, what's your occupation? In other words, we want to know if you've got money because we're selling a $3,000 filtration system that's going to go under your sink in your kitchen. So we do not want to waste our time with tire kickers. What's your occupation? Florist, accountant, home, da-da-da. And of course, then we ask them, well, whereabouts do you live? Now, why do you think we're asking where? This was Sydney, by the way. So we've got Mossman and Randwick. We're not particularly going to want to drive all the way out to do a home demonstration if they might be in, far out western suburbs where perhaps they don't have a lot of money. And it's called message to market match. I know that sounds a little bit nasty, but it's message to market match. So that's why those questions are like they are. And the reason I want to show that to you is because if you are advertising on Facebook and you are not putting your people who click your ad through a pre-qualification process, then you should. Now, the copy that goes above your graphic should be pretty significant. Don't be worried about the fact that, because what you want to do is take a lot of the powerful copy that you would have had on your landing page normally. So, most people, if they've got the smarts, they will actually have a Facebook ad that when you click it, you go through to a landing page. I call that a 2-step sell. The first step is to get them to actually click your ad through offering them a free report or offering them a chance to win something like this one was, or offering them a free video download or a free top tips guide or whatever it may be. And when they come through to the landing page, they give you their name, their email and their phone number. Now, the main thing you want is their phone number, okay? Because you know that the open rate for emails are going like that. That's why this Facebook Live is such a potent machine. Do you know what I do with this Facebook Live is that we pump out lots of them now. I've sort of become a Facebook Live fanatic. And then what we do is we have a look at the videos that had the most engagement, and then we remarket to those people. We turn that into an advertisement. And also, of course, people who stuck with us for 50% of the video, you're still here, so you're a glutton for punishment. We then remarket to them. So we put out a bunch of Facebook Live videos. If number 3 looks like it gets the best engagement, then we'll turn that into an ad and then put that out as a pay-per-click ad. And regardless of that, if you have watched this for 50%, get ready. There's every chance we're going to chase you around the internet. Okay. But get back to Facebook. First of all, go fishing where the fish swim, and Facebook can deliver that to you. So can Instagram. It's called basically geodemographic mapping, and they can provide you with an audience that looks like your current audience. So when you give them the details of what your best customer looks like, and that could very well be a database, they will then look through their system and find people who look like them. In other words, have very similar traits, and they'll put your ads out in front of very what we call lookalike audience. Okay, so it's laser targeted. It's not like you're spraying bullets with TV and radio and newspapers like you used to do. Now, when you get there, you want to employ this. That was good English. I said you wanna. I sounded like Jeff Fennick then, didn't I? Okay, you want to employ what we call a two-step sell. And that two-step sell is all about making sure that you offer them something very attractive in the ad, and then of course when they click and go through to get that free thing, free report, whatever it may be, then you ask for their name, their email and their phone number. The main thing you want is their phone number, because you can contact them via text and by phone, but certainly by text. Do you know that text messages, well, let me tell you what the email open rate is these days. If it's a cold list, then the email open rate is 10, 12, 14, 15%, very low. However, if you send out a text message, you're likely to get a 94% open rate within 3 minutes. So why would you ever rely on email? And that's why I'm a fan of this Facebook Live thing, because we can actually take the analytics straight after this. In about an hour's time, I can look at the analytics and go, okay, well, that many people watched it for 30% or 50% or whatever it might be. We will remarket to anyone that watched it more than 30%. They probably had to go away and make dinner, or they got a phone call, and they likely might be a prospect. So we'll remarket to them our coaching programs in the marketing game that we're in. And then we'll have a look at 5 or 6 of the Facebook videos that we've been doing, and we'll see that number 4 had a bigger engagement than others because the subject matter might have been more interesting, and that's the one that will turn into an ad and put money behind it for pay-per-click. So you've got incredible analytics to be able to help you put your marketing plans together these days. Listen, if all of this is of some interest to you and you're needing some help with your marketing and you own a business, you might have a small business that might have just started up, you might be a one-man band, then you might like to consider our WOW Marketing Academy program, which is a few $100s a month, and it's a 12-month program, and we can have someone talk to you about that tomorrow if you wanted to go to bookawowcall.com. So WOW, bookawowcall.com. If you're a bigger business and you might be doing, I don't know, $400,000, $500,000 or more, or maybe $1 million or $2 million or whatever it may be, but your sales are flatlined. They're not going anywhere because you've either got a stale marketing department, or you've just run out of ideas, or you don't have a marketing department and you would like some sort of guardian angel to come in and act as your quasi-marketing manager. You're looking at him. I am a guardian angel. Hang on. I'm even going to put my 2 fingers, that is corny. But we do have a private coaching program where I get involved and essentially become your quasi-marketing manager. And it's a few $1,000s a month, and it's called the Masterclass program. And essentially what happens is that within 10 working days of first talking to you over a phone or Zoom call, we have a 25, 30-page marketing plan on your doorstep. Okay, so we actually take over your marketing and put together a plan. It's not just one of those things where you have a few phone calls and I might come up with an odd idea. You get a full-on online and offline marketing plan within 10 working days, which is pretty spectacular. So if you're in either one of those categories, a little startup business and maybe you're only doing a relatively modest turnover, and so therefore you don't have a big budget, you might like to consider our Academy program, and that is a few $100s a month. You still get access to me, by the way. You still get to talk to me. Or if you're looking for a more sort of intensive marketing assistance, then our private coaching program might be interesting. If you're interested in talking to me personally about that, just type the word private below in one of the comments. And if you enjoyed this, can you do me a favour and share it with any business owners that you know, that you might be doing them a favour? If you didn't enjoy it and you thought this was BS and that I was pretty boring, then yeah, you might inflict this upon someone you hate who owns a business. You can share it with them and just get back at them. But if you have any comments about value, if you found a lot of value, I can see a few comments coming up there. Thank you very much. And if you think that it was good value, you might give me an emoji, a heart. You might beef up my ego by saying, JD, that was just brilliant. My name is John Dwyer, by the way, if you don't know me, but I get JD, I get the initials. So if you think that was good, then you might just say, JD, that was good. If you think it was brilliant, that of course build up my ego. I'm not confident enough, as you can see, I'm shy. So build up my ego by saying, knock out, knock out. Or if there's anything you want me to do, because I'm going to be doing these things daily, and if there's anything that you want me to talk specifically on, like signage, or it might be website design, it might be email funnels, which ain't what they used to be. Email funnels, I think to myself, Infusionsoft and ClickFunnels, brilliant. We subscribe to both of them. But given the open rate for emails is going that way, I just wonder how they're feeling in their boardrooms these days, because a thing called Facebook Live like this is coming along and offering all of us people who own a business some new alternatives, and we're certainly taking advantage of it ourselves. So enough from me. What time is it? I'm looking up my clock on the wall. Gosh, it's 10 to 8 in Queensland time, and I have not eaten. I've been out at meetings all day, so I think I'll have to go and do the takeaway. So I'll love you and leave you, but if you're interested in doing anything with us, yeah, type a comment below, JD, contact me, or JD, private, I'm interested, or JD, get out of my life. Okay, I wish I hadn't stopped when I scrolled. This has been boring. Whatever you want to type it below, and if you'd like to talk to myself or one of my team about one of our programs, just go straight away now to bookawowcall.com, and there's a calendar there, so you can just pick a time tomorrow or the next day and you can talk to one of our team. Okay, all the best, and talk to you later. I'll try and press the right button here now. Over and out.